police business at arm's length.
Hello, everyone. And look at here, we got Bill and Papa G. Papa G was the first one on tonight. And Hummer, Janet, Richard, Jeffrey, Janet, Linda. Linda, thanks for the letter today. David, Maria, one voice for you. And I'll see if I can catch some more later, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. All I'm going to tell you is my honest opinions tonight. What I tell you, I believe it's going to be true, but we'll only have to wait and see. But I want to talk to the kids. I want to talk to Jimmy. And you know, it's a time of year. I hope every one of you kids are getting ready for Christmas. You know, a little quick story for the kids is I received the most amazing letter I've ever received from the girl in the Ukraine last night. And it was so wonderful because she talked about stopping at a market for finally once being safe to go for a walk in the Ukraine. And she stopped at the market and there was a snow falling, but the people were out and happy because they could be out and happy, which is something they haven't felt there in a long, long time. And some people might say, why is he telling this story? It's a simple story. She wanted to buy some tangerines. And she bought a half a kilo, whatever that is. I don't know. And she said she couldn't wait to taste them because as a little girl, when they had freedom, when they had the right to have Christmas, when she laid in her bed and she worried about Santa Claus not stopping at her house that night. And all of these things. And it's all the things that as bad as we're going through, we take everything for granted. So I want to tell you, enjoy Christmas. Yes, I understand, Jimmy, you lost your mommy. But your mommy was one of the most amazing women I've ever talked to in my life. I really wish I could have met her. And she's not going to want you to skip Christmas. So through this little girl, this young lady, woman in the Ukraine, get with your dad, your grandpa, other loved ones, your two sisters and your brother, and enjoy Christmas. Patriot 11. You know, me and Ron was talking about another lady today, and we couldn't understand why she left our show because she just, boom. She used to be a big part of it. No argument, no nothing, just puff the magic bag and hi, Mac. She was gone. Jamie Cooker's here, Cooker, whatever. You know, and we don't understand, but, you know, Ian's here. Some people, they're really not gone. They just quit chatting online. They just want to watch. You know, the other day when I did the show on Friday afternoon, there were some people on there that haven't been on. Mac is here. And some of them said, I watch all the time. I just don't come on. But today they decided to come on. And we welcome every one of you to come on. You know, we keep the chat going. That's the reason we do the show the way we do, so you guys can chat. You can go back and listen to what the show is anytime. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, hey, but before you do the chat, and make sure you like and subscribe. I would like for every one of you to like and subscribe, but I'm not going to make it an issue. If you want to like it, it takes boom, and it's done. If you want to subscribe, it takes boom, and you're done. It's not a rocket scientist thing, but it is. But for some reason, Grandma and Grandpa has disappeared, and we don't hear from Patriot 11. But you know, I hope he's safe. Patriot Karate Kid and Patriot Wyatt Earp. You know, your mom. How is the new car doing? You know, last I heard from your mom, she posted she got a new car. Hey, the general is here. General Lee. Janet, did I say hi to you? I'm pretty sure I did. Elaine is here. Elaine Cano. But anyway, You know, Wyatt Earp. You know, you might not even know who Wyatt Earp is, but you know what? Our family, he was a hero. As I was writing that girl today, and I was talking to her about when I was a kid watching TV shows with my dad, Wyatt Earp, The Bonanza, Gunsmoke. My dad loved the Cowboys. Heck, me and Ron still watch them today. I try to make sure I'm down at Ron's when days I'm not babysitting. I try to make sure I'm down here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because from 1 to 2 is Bonanza. A funny story about Bonanza is my daughter. I used to take my son to school. He went to Herscher, and she went to Reddick, so I had to drive her. And every morning I had it set up that I drove her to school. They would play Bye Bye American Pie with Don McLean. The day the music died. No, it's the day the music got stronger. That was the song that me and my daughter danced to at her wedding for the dad-daughter dance. Bye Bye American Pie. And it was we always played the long version, you know, like the 9-minute version. And that's what we played the night that she got married. People wanted to come out and dance, and my daughter said, no, this is for me and my dad only. So I had her for 9 more minutes. Then I had to give her up to my son-in-law. But I'm still in her life. I'm still there. But, you know, we would go, and I'd drive her to school, and maybe the song wasn't over, and she said, Dad, drive around town. I can't get out of the car until. And then she's late for school, and she said, Dad, let's just make it a Bonanza day, and me and her would go home. We'd make popcorn. Maybe we'd order a pizza later, and we'd binge just watching Bonanza all day long. Them are memories I hope you kids are developing with your family, your loved ones, your mom and your dad. There's stuff that never goes away. Patriot Princess, our queen, and Hunter, her brother. You know, Grandma Jan, I had pictures of you, and I think it was your grandpa on Facebook the other day, and boy, what beautiful kids you are. Handsome young man. And Princess, you are just so amazingly. How anybody could vote for somebody else over you, they need to have their heads examined. But you know, we got more than just you as princess. We got so many princesses in this. Princesses. But see, we only have one princess who is our queen. Patriot Boogie, Boogs, Boogaloo, and Boogaroo. You know, you don't even begin to understand how lucky you are to have Grandpa John as your grandpa. Grandpa John reminds me a lot of me as far as a grandparent. He'd move heaven and earth to do whatever he could. Yesterday was Ron's birthday. And I guess I taught my kids right because my daughter and her 3 kids came over and seen him. They drove 20 miles one way to come over and share his birthday with him. My son and my grandson, Patriot Martial Arts. They came down and seen him. And Ron was in a giving mood yesterday. For all the kids that came and seen him on his birthday, they give $5. But he made a mistake. When he gave Patriot Super Gymnast her $5, there was another one stuck to it. He said, what can I do? I give it to her. She can have it. But they really made his day. I didn't make a cake for him. I made 10 dozen cookies for us for Christmas, and we've been eating them and giving them away. 10 dozen cookies I made Sunday. Thing of it is, I think I'm going to make some more this Sunday. Cookies is a big thing in our family. I give a lot away. I got these little bags. I'm going to make up the grandkids all a bag of cookies and another little bag of candy. And so I can do it because I'm the grandpa. Patriot Little Leona and Little Ilana. You should be getting your Christmas pictures taken, and I really hope you send me one. I'm gonna have my son teach me how when I get all these pictures, I can put them into like a file and just keep them and mark them the age that they are at the time. And what's that song saying? Watching my children grow. Because even though you're not my grandkids, and you have tremendous grandparents anyway, with me and Ron, consider yourself to have either uncles or grandparents again. And with the currency we got, it's not too bad to have us as your someone that loves you the way we love you kids. Patriot Super Gymnast, she touched my heart tonight. She walked in and she walked right over to me and she gave me a hug. And she said, thank you. And, I never asked her why, but she had to have some reason for thanking me. Patriots5, I was picking on him all night. I got him in a head hold and put my hand right up like this on the side of his head. And he kept going like this, trying to get away. And they said, you're being stupid there, young man. Every time you do that, you're hitting yourself in the head. He goes, oh, yeah, right. But then he did something to my daughter. Kind of swung a sweatshirt at her. It hit her right here. I thought he hit her in the face. Boy, I stood up and I said, hey, you don't hit my daughter in the face with anything. And I should have realized he didn't get her in the face because I think Amber might have disciplined him a little more. But see, they saw a side in me there that, oh, I love my grandkids with all my heart. But my daughter's my daughter. And as she looked at me once and she said, I've been replaced. No one can ever replace her. I love my grandkids, but the day my daughter was born, the most beautiful girl in the world was born that day. Yeah, I'm talking kids because that's my kid. My son, we had a great talk today.
Have you talked to Detective Reagan Bias? I tried, but neither of them got back to me.
I already mentioned Patriot martial arts. Used to be Patriot Small Hank, but I want to give him his credit because he's doing really good in it. We had some martial arts. Me and Liam, Patriot5, we tag teamed on him the other day at Kira's party, and we had a lot of fun with him. And we won, he lost. But it was all fun. Hi, Russ. Ian. Michael, have I said hi to you yet? Jana Taylor is in the house. What an amazing woman she is. Then the little monkey. I didn't get to go pick up the two other grandkids today from the school bus. Mommy brought them home because they wanted me to stay in the house with the little monkey and make sure she got a good nap because at nighttime she's coughing a lot and she's not sleeping good the last couple nights. I'm telling you, for 2.5 hours, she laid on me on the couch and she slept. The only reason I woke up was because she was snoring so loud.
Hey, are you okay?
And then Patriot little Kira. Every time I walk into the same room she's in, she says, Grandpa, come on. And she gives me her hand and she walks me out to the candy dish. If she asks for candy, Mommy might say no. But Daddy's already said that if Grandpa gives her candy, it's okay. And she's smart enough to understand it. So kids, all I'm asking you to do is just be kids. Enjoy. Things will get better. Things will go a lot better for all of us. And I want to take a moment right now just to wish everybody, all my kids, a Merry Christmas. And I'll probably do that every show from here through Christmas. So now I'm going to say the pledge and do the music, and then we're going to get into the show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Get out of my way.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again, just just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea. From Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.
Sorry, I went and ate one of those cookies while I was on break. Yes, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I would.
Now, you can
I would
sell
stand
physical
proudly
products from
stand up.
Amazon and compete with thousands of other people
You know, and I
selling
think
physical products,
most of the
or
people
you
here
can sell digital products
would
on
too. This group of people we have here is unbelievable. One in particular I want to talk about is our Patriot Diane with 2 M's.
If tomorrow all the things were gone.
But before I talk about her, I have to say that this video is not made for children. They can watch it through the iMac. They can watch it through the okay of their parents, legal guardians, or grandparents. I try to keep it clean, but every now and then I slip. And if I do slip and you are watching it as a kid or even an adult, because there's some people that get, hi, Ann Hummer. I think I already said hi to you, but Myrna's here and Diane is here. But I talked to Diane yesterday, guys, and I got some amazing news from her. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I talk to her, and I'm going to give her a call, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully the little monkey will be feeling better and won't be so clingy. Which, don't get me wrong, I loved her clinging to me today. Thank you, Janet. But when I talked to her and I said what I had to say, and then she told me what she had to say, I started to get teary-eyed. I really did. I was so happy for her. And we're going to discuss some things, reasons to be happy, reasons to be disappointed, reasons to be whatever. But also the music played tonight, we have no legal rights to, so we use it for entertainment purposes only. When I get done babysitting the little monkey on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 2 of which are show days, I have like a 25 to 30 minute drive home, depending on how I want to drive. If I want to drive 70, 75, it's about 20 to 25 minutes. If I want to drive the speed limit or a little below, it's a little longer. Well, this is a time of year where there's a lot of deer out there. So I choose to drive slower. Gives me a lot of time to think. This morning I come down to Ron's to drop my little dog off. Talk to him for a little bit before I head over to watch the little monkey. And he looks at me, he says, "Hey, did you check your money yet? Because today was Social Security payday for me." I said, "No, I ain't checked yet." He said, "Well, they said online today that
That's done Mike Davis.
Mike Davis," he said, had said that we were getting extra. Anybody born on a certain date, that it was a certain age, they were going to get more on Social Security. So my bank is so screwed up. I tried to get on and use the online banking, but they've got it so screwed up that I finally just called the number and give my bank number, and they checked and they told me what the balance was. I did not have any extra. But that opened me up to think going over, and then not so much going over because I was having my daily conversation with God at the time, but coming back, I got thinking about that. When I was on last night with Mary Ann, in Bruce's call, he mentions that he doesn't think they're going to do anything with Social Security this month. And then when I walk into Ron's house and he says Mike Davis had said that he had heard that we were going to, I got thinking we're going to. And I really, and I'm going to be honest with you 100% here, guys. I really believe they're going to. You know why? Because they're telling us they're not. Bruce came on last night and said that he doesn't think, from what he's understanding, from what he's hearing, he doesn't think there's going to be anything done with Social Security. So don't we have to look at things just the opposite? All these months, I can go back 6 months ago, 7 months ago. We're going to get a raise. We're going to go up to $5,000 a month on Social Security. The month come and gone. Nothing. The next month, well, we're going to get last month's and this month's in Social Security. It's going to be a nice month for all of us. The month come and a month gone. And it just kept continuing and continuing. And it's continued to the point now that they say we're not going to get anything. So maybe we finally are. For 3 years now. This is the 3rd year. Might even be the 4th. But I know it's the 3rd year that the hat has come out and said, this is going to be the greatest Christmas ever. I want you all to have money, lots of money for Christmas. And you know what we'll get? We'll get to see a video on TikTok or something like that, where he's sitting in his $1 billion home with his $1 billion friends, eating his $1 billion turkey and dancing with his $1 billion boyfriend to YMCA. And I'm not mad at him. He's a billionaire. He has the right to do it. I just wish he'd quit lying to us. As I'm on last night with Mary Ann, something is said. It was supposed to go, according to Bruce yesterday, but they had to clean up a bad banker. How many freaking times are we going to hear that? You know what? I don't play chess at all, but I think I could beat the hat in a game of chess the way he's playing now. He doesn't know how to get checkmate. And isn't that how you win the game? I don't know, I've only played chess one time. My brother-in-law, who passed away a year ago, who should not have passed away. But you know what? We're singing YMCA and we're dancing. We're making it the most popular dance in the world. But other people are dying. My daughter-in-law just had a cousin pass away last night. Should not have, but did. But we still love him. We still know he's the person for the job. And maybe it seems like it's taken forever, but someone else, who else do we got? As the song said, it's now or never. And then I seen a picture of him today, the man who sings it, that he's in hiding. He's in witness protection. And I'm thinking, witness protection is run by the government, so we're paying to keep them guys safe. They get to live better than we do. They got a house over their head. They don't have bills to pay. Unbleeping real. Every time you think they can't put it in any deeper, they prove it's wrong. They stick it in farther. And some people may not like what I say. If you do, tell me. Because I don't know where to come up with shows now. To read the same old stuff every night over and over and over. To let them have a pass every day. I'm not Mike Penny. I'm not going to sit here and do things. I'm not gonna pull what that girl's name was that doesn't believe in Jesus anymore. But she's the one that we gotta depend upon to get on the beds. But the good one, guys, the good one. And I don't know if Mary Ann's on here, but wait a minute. Guys, Myrna says, okay, I have to interrupt my company and say, as I am listening with company here, I have got a message from Social Security in my private messages from Social Security. I got a 2 point. A 2 point what?
Raise today or
Did you get a 2 point raise today or next month, or did you get one of those 2 point deers? Oh, David, I'm not giving up. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated when I hear someone pass away that shouldn't have. I'm frustrated when someone looks at me when I say something and they look at me like I'm an idiot. Janet, hi, Gary, we won. So.
Didn't show me what.
Huh?
Didn't show me the money.
Yeah. As the one guy says, show me the money. Just show. And you guys, that takes care of it all. You know, they keep saying all of this is going to happen. And then there's going to be outbreak. What was it they said on Restored Republic today? Yeah, Myrna, that's what Ron told me last night. He said 2 to 3%. You're only getting 2.5. Maybe I'll get the 3. So what? No more than we make. That's nothing. They'll tax us on it. I'm glad to see when I read over here.
We might be able to afford another loaf of bread.
I'm glad to see when I read over here that I'm not the only one that's frustrated. And I don't want to bring everybody's vibrations down. It's just that correct. It's always been about the children.
How are we gonna have that good Christmas?
It's always been about the children. But here's in answer. Who put that up there? Janet, was that you? Someone just put up there, it's always about the children. I can't find it now. Hi, Jerry Wells. I think it was you, wasn't it, Janet? Yeah. Janet Fazio says it's always been about the children. It has been. And, I seen a special man, someone near and dear to our hearts. He made up his mind the other day and he came on and he publicly said, he says to us, no child will be hurt again. It's over. It's done. And then you read and you hear and you see. They just keep going. Ohio, this little Caitlin girl. How can they allow this to happen? Myself personally, and I'm going to give my honest opinion. This is nothing but something to get us riled. And it got me riled until I realized it probably happened, but it's been taken care of. But see, they got to keep us, why they want to take patriots like us who love them, who back them, who support them, who went to the polls and got them elected, who now makes them, which we didn't even have to, because what I was trying to make a little bit ago is according to everything I'm getting. I mean, I got 20 different messages from 20 different people last night. The Brunson has been ruled upon and they won. But I've never actually seen anybody come out and say that it was ruled in the Brunson's favor. It's always,
So would this been a good time to take down the mainstream media?
when they happen, when it happens. But I've never seen this. And as Ron just said, if the Brunsons won, why is the mainstream media still alive? Now, I did hear something today about a guy who used to be friends with a hat. As a matter of fact, he was so close to him that he was kind of like that idiot that ran against the hat this last time. What she was to Sleepy. You know what I mean? What is called a PV or something like that. VP. And I heard that he has been caught. And if you listen to Restored Republic, they lay it all out. And the final judgment is he's done. He's toast. And they give the ways he'll be going. Hey, Kaz. Carol Johnson. If there's any new ones on here, guys, I usually am not this boisterous about things, but I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Man, when I walked in Ron's house today and he said, Mike said that we're supposed to get a raise. Did you get yours? And I'm thinking, oh, God, please, God, let it be there. And it's not even about the money. It's about, I know if I get the money, then we're actually doing what we're being told for so long that we're going to do. That's what it's about to me. So we can help the children. Now, I want to talk some about the beds. I heard the hat on 3 different occasions and three different videos recently say that they would be ready by the middle of this month. Now everything I'm hearing is that they're not going to start until 2025. Susie Q, welcome here. David, our general. Bill Woods, Janet. Trying to see everybody else. Michael. All of you guys that are here. When I say they're not going to be available till 2025, what do you think?
First it was November, then it was December.
Guys, read what One Voice for You just said. They hit it perfect. Read what One Voice for You just said. But anyway, when I said they're not going to be ready till 2025, what was your first impulse? Mine was, are you freaking kidding me? Another year we got to wait? And then I stopped and I thought, oh, Ralph, they just hook, line, and sinker, man. They got me. My goodness gracious. It's only 20 days away. 20 days away for something we've been waiting for. And as One Voice said, they just lost a family member that they shouldn't have had to because the special beds should have been there, but they weren't. As I said, my daughter-in-law right now is mourning the loss of someone that was special to her. A younger lady, not an old lady that left us, a younger lady that all they needed was that bed and in like that. They'd have been cured, but you know what? Now they don't get the chance. That's what's upsetting me, guys. It's not just the money. The money's going to be there. It's either going to be there or we're never going to live anything. And we're all going to open our eyes up. And then we are going to have a big bad war, because now you're going to have the people who don't believe that it's going to happen. And now you're going to have the people who do believe it's going to happen, but they're going to find out that it's not going to happen. And they're going to all go after the people. But, it is what it is. But my point is, if the Brunsons have been ruled upon and mainstream media has not announced it,
Where's the military?
Where is the military? Yeah, I should go over and sit right next to Ron, because he's doing half of my show tonight. Just as I'm getting ready to say stuff, he's saying it and I just repeat it. And yes, I guess I'm a repeater tonight.
Oh, tell them I'm thankful.
Oh, Ron wants me to take a moment and thank everybody for all the happy birthday wishes that you all shared with him. It was really, really quite amazing. I have no idea about that, Myrna. When they start talking these calendars, if you want to know about the calendars, talk to Savior. She's the one person that understands them. Me.
They said next on that calendar, December is the third month. Does that mean if the calendar would start today, I would have another birthday?
So yeah, Ron wants to know if December is the third month of the new calendar we're going to. If in 3 months he's having another birthday. But what's it matter? Because if we get the beds, he's going to be 28 years old. So
no.
What?
I'd be 29.
No, you'd be 28 until you get the new birthday. But it is what it is. And, we just got to, here's what my thought is here. We can't keep holding Huckett. Okay. Waiting for their grand finale. We're all waiting for the grand finale, David. So let's see what we got for the show tonight.
We got what Mike Davis said.
Huh?
We got what Mike Davis said.
What do we got?
About Social Security.
Well, I've already covered that. Bear with me. I got to get to the part where it's at. Okay. Oh, there it is. Get up here. Okay. Here's Bruce last night. But I'm going to take a little longer because GEM Finch had something to say, and I want to read it too. This is before Bruce. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, if you guys want to know exactly what to do when you go to the redemption centers, you can buy Sue's golden packages because Sue is the bomb. But now, her and Bruce all of a sudden, they're the experts on the beds. Everything they said about the beds we've been talking about for 4 years. Anyway, General Finch, 11/12/2024, 2:43 p.m. Even with this miraculous blessing coming to us with a final release of the notifications doesn't mean that there isn't going to be things put in our past to derail us. But, it's a lot of cracks. At least from a higher perspective than we have now, not of lording it over others as they have tried to do over us, but from the point of now having one, the time to listen, and two, it is a monetary fix needed. Well, there is going to be ample abundance to help so many. You might not do it face to face, but your wealth and also your dreams and goals and visions is given to you, given to your projects and teams with an open and loving heart, mind, and soul. I think this new world is going to blossom before your eyes in ways you've never, ever dreamed possible before. And of course, because this is Father's, Creator's plan, and Jesus, along with those myriads of angels and all around us everywhere, so long as we remember to give them all the glory, we know our path and soul contract will be firmly on track for success. We can't even now imagine, and that is why they keep saying this truly is the most wonderful time to be alive on Mother GAIA. All that said, what does our Bruce have in the way of intel for us tonight? It really does have to happen within the coming hours for it to be reality fully manifested into our lives. The little ones, pray each and every one of them this year has a present to unwrap. Your gift is to join in the child's eyes as that present is open. Intel only. Where are we now? Where are we now? First, let's talk about the special beds. It's important that we mention it going to be available by referral. A dire need is the top priority, and near death, and combined that with a Zim holder, what they want to do is to keep us around for many years to see our projects to fruition. So they will have first shot. We might not have mentioned this before, but at the exchange, you let them know. So let them know your issues, and you'll definitely be needing help. And each of us has 6 referrals of 6 people, like older people and people with loss of legs. And Bruce has a large list, but make sure if you have a large family, you might be able to have the family plus 6 others. You don't need to put their condition, just name, age, phone number or how to contact them. There might be an NDA. You can't tell anyone where the special beds are, but you can talk about the experience. That is okay, but not where it is or the people working in there. More intel. So we had information late last night, us getting notified, the emails that were going out to the bank's leaders of the RCs were to go out, and as of tonight haven't gone out, but maybe overnight. And then we, the T4B and A, and the bondholders in T3 were to be notified today at set appointments this afternoon. And Bruce thought he might have the number for tonight, and the reason it has been pushed to tomorrow, and because someone in the new treasury that had to be removed, and that was stopped our notifications today. But we should get it tomorrow and exchange Thursday. So notified Wednesday and exchanges Thursday. That's me telling you what I was told this afternoon. So we'll see what will happen. Regarding Iraq, is considered the linchpin of the reset, and our Iraq contacts were supposed to receive funding from the HCL and retirement pay after 2 p.m. today. But with this change for us, it might have changed things for them also. We also are hearing bondholders should have their emails tomorrow, and maybe at the same time as us tomorrow, and appointments Thursday. Now, Bruce has heard that about 10% may get liquidity as early as tomorrow with emails received, and then 90% Thursday. So vast majority of us in T4B probably get notified tomorrow and go in for our exchanges on the 12th. JDT wants us to have funds for the sales and also Christmas. That's pretty much covering Bruce. Hey, Larry Smith and VDS Crossbreeze Screens. Anybody else did I miss? Bobo is here. Yes, Bobo, they do. The ones that are making these promises run shows like this, and they're making money. So they want to keep the shows going. See, when I started a long time ago here, I just can't see taking money. I mean, Bill Woods, if I was asked you to watch my show, but every time you wrote something over there, it was going to cost you a nickel, would you stay on my show? If you had a question to ask me and you raised your hand and I went to answer it, I wouldn't answer it unless all of a sudden I seen cha-ching. Would you watch my show? And I watch shows like that. I can't do it no more, guys. It makes me sick. The guy who got me involved in this, David Rodriguez, who challenged me, I felt he was talking to me personally the day I heard him say it with Juan O'Savin. They just came back from a big convention and they challenge people. I don't care if you have a backing of 5, 6, 7 people. Get it out to them 5, 6, 7. Maybe they'll get it out to 5, 6, or 7. And before you know it, you'll have a bunch. And I took the challenge. Hey, Clint. I took the challenge. In my first show, I sent to 12 people. Man, them people sent I don't know how many. But it wasn't long. I had 26,000 followers. And you guys all know the story. You all know the story of what happened. We got torn down by a couple of people. But like the song said, we're still standing after all these years. And we're going to cross that finish line together. We're going to cross that finish line as a team, as a family. The rest of them, they're going to cross it. And then they got to sit back and wonder, oh, I heard the hat say, anybody who took money for doing this will be dealt with. How are they going to be dealt with? As me and Marianne was talking last night, when they go to the redemption centers, they may have a quadrillion of Zim. Are they going to get paid for it? Are they going to get to run their humanitarian projects? Are they going to be watched by hawks? Are they going to get the money that they should have got, that they deserve to get because they bought this stuff? Are they going to be told, hey, maybe you should have went a little hungry like some of the other people? The people who listened, that wouldn't take money from people who couldn't afford it, that busted their butts to go out there and get information and to do shows, to join families together as a new family. Maybe you should have did that. We don't know what's going to happen. But all I can say is I know I'm not going to get slapped on the wrist for taking money. Someone tried to give me money once. I wouldn't take it. I said, no, send it back. Do I wish in a way that I would have worked something, not taking money from you guys, but when I replay these shows, would it have been nice to go through a certain place and now all of a sudden we got 25,000 followers who are paid just to come on so they can sell advertisement while we're on? And as people's watching these shows over and over and maybe getting 150,000, 200,000 views, we're getting all this currency coming in through advertising, and then we get our cut. Do I wish I would have did that? In a way, yes. Only because we would have still had our family over here. Then people would not have been over here talking. These are paid people that make a living doing this. But we could have had the money that if someone said, Ralph, I need this, I'm hurting here, we could have helped. I didn't never want to take it for me or for Ron, but if we could help people. But you know, we didn't do it, and we're going to, all of us, still be there to cross the finish line together. We've lost loved ones. And it hurts. It hurts. The people I'm going to talk to is Myrna. My goodness gracious. In just the little time we've known her, what we've come to know. And you know, the other afternoon, Saturday, there was a party back at the same place where my 70th birthday party was. And I was telling Diane last night when I sent her a message, I said, it wasn't the same. It wasn't. I went to so many parties at this place, but that party was not the same because my two friends weren't there. And when we get all this done, we're going to have a big party there. And all of you are going to come, and then we're going to put you up in homes or hotels or campers or whatever. And then we're going to have another party the next week. You know, we're going to have fun, guys. And yes, we're all frustrated. There's no one more frustrated. I showed it at the beginning of the show tonight. Supreme Court in the Brunson case. Breaking news. Supreme Court Brunson bombshell. The hat returns, reveals deep state betrayal, America on the brink of collapse. The Brunson case has detonated like a bombshell. The hat was always the rightful president, and the Supreme Court has confirmed it. Now, this is a very big article, but it also says the truth was exposed. The hat, 2020 victory stolen. On December 10, 2024, the Supreme Court ruled that the Brunson case, a legal battle that was never meant to reach the public. This historic ruling confirmed what millions have suspected all along. The 2020 election was rigged, manipulated by the court politicians and the deep state. The hat was never legitimately removed, and this decision officially recognized him as the rightful president. There's more to this article, but just think about it, guys. He was never rightfully removed. Now, Jerry Wells, one voice for you, Janet, David, Russ. See if I can see anybody else. Family Channel. How many of you have went to your family? How many of you have looked at your family and said 2020 was rigged? And they've told you was an idiot. You know what my family got to what they started doing to me and Ron? They'd wait till we'd walk away, and then they'd all start laughing. And then when we'd start walking back to talk to them some more, man, it was kind of like that song. There was a kind of hush all over that room. You know what I mean? There was a kind of hush. And we would talk a little more. And boom, out of it, all of it came. But you know, people are starting to listen. And I noticed it at my granddaughter's little Kira's birthday party the other day. There was a table sitting there, my ex-wife and her new wife. Actually, they're not new. They've been married for, I think, 6 or 7, 8 years. I don't know. I can't keep up with that stuff. They were sitting at the table, and I had my sister-in-law sitting there, and my daughter Amber was sitting there, and a couple other people were sitting there. We was all kind of just around that area. The other side of the family, my daughter-in-law's side, her mom and dad, now they was all on the other side of the room. I have a niece. Her name is Janisha. We call her Nene. By the way, if everybody wants to take the chance, you can wish Nene, Nene, a happy birthday tomorrow. And I will pass it on to her. You can go on my site and say, happy birthday, Nene, and I will pass it on to her. But she was sitting there, and all of a sudden she looked at me and said, Uncle Ralph, could you tell me more about these magic beds? Because this girl is like this. She literally has back problems. She's a very well-endowed young lady, as all of my nieces are. And I said, well, you can get them taken care of. She said, you're kidding me. I said, no, but you have to wear either a black bra or a black bikini top. And she said something about like Australia, you know, down under. I said the same thing there. Black. And she said, why? I said, because black accentuates it. Because they don't actually want to see. Understand what I'm saying? And she said, yes. And I looked over, and here's my ex-wife like this. And I said, you need something? She said, I want to know more about this. And I started to tell her. And she said, so you're telling me that if I get on these magical beds, these special beds, that I won't be crippled? I'll be able to walk? I won't have to take 20 different medicines a day? I said, yeah. Strangest thing happened to me. She looked at me and she says, where can I find this information? My niece looks and says, it's all over the internet. She says, just Google. And she told her what to Google. All of a sudden I look around and other people's asking questions. Now my brother Russ is there and he starts the joke about the black underwear, or black whatever. I said, it is what it is. But here's the whole thing. I mean, guys, I went out and got Ron black underwear for his birthday yesterday. But my brother Russ, he always has to be the clown. Because he doesn't want to admit, why do I want to live longer? Your kids? Your grandkids? Why not? I mean, let me ask you a question. Why don't you want to? Well, I really don't like this world. Good point. But if you live longer and you work with Patriot 5, Patriot 6, and even you, Patriot 4, if we work together, we can change it. You've met people that believe in it. You met Diane. You've met Myrna. You thought they was amazing. That two women like that would drive that far for someone like me. And I said, Russ, they'd have done it for you too, but you wouldn't get involved. He won't even go to the Redemption Center. But he will be one of them that's on my 6. But I'm going to make a family list. And then I'm going to make a list of people. I know a couple people that I have a cousin who lost a foot. I have a very, very dear friend who lost an arm. And, you know, just make a list out, guys. Get your list ready. What do they tell you? I'm checking my list and checking it twice. Find out who's naughty and nice. You get to be Santa Claus right now because you not only get to give them a gift, you get to give them the gift of long, everlasting life with wealth. How do you wake people up? How do you wake people up? You give them some money. You know, I was driving into Walmart the other day, and man, there was a lady sitting out there. You know, I usually don't give to these people because I don't know if they're true or not, but there was just something about this girl. And I drove by her, and she just was sitting down again. You could just see she was crying. I stopped my car, and she come over, and I said, "Are you hungry?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, here's $10. This should help you. It was probably Ron's $10. No, it was mine. And I went into the store, and when I was in the store, I decided, you know what? Potato chips, lunch meat, bread, cheese, some water, something like that. I think I spent about $15 or $20 more. And I pulled out, and when I go out there, she's there again, and I pulled up. She said, "Sir, you don't need to stop again." And I said, "Well, I got something for you." And I give her this stuff. And guys, you would have thought I'd give this woman $100 million.
You did if you got bread.
Yeah, Ron said if I could afford bread, I did. But it's just do simple little things. Lady wanted to buy her kid a little snowman sucker the other day in the store, cost $1. And she literally had no more money. She had like 35 cents. And the little girl wanted it so bad. She was so good in the store. And the little girl said, "Mommy, you promised. You promised that if I was good, I could get this." And she laid it down. She had tears in her eyes, and I picked it up, and they paid, and they was getting ready to leave. And I said, "Ma'am, would you hold on a second?" And they said, "Yes." And I said, "Where did you get this?" And they said, "Over there." And I said, "Well, is this your only child?" She said, "No, I have 3 more at home." I said, "Would you go get 3 more? I would like to buy them." And she did. And I looked at the lady, and I said, "Would you ring this up 4 times?" She rang it up 4 times. The lady come back, and I put the 4 in the bag. I said, "Take them home to your kids." And then there was some, I don't know what it's called. It's that stuff that kids like to play with, a Play-Doh type deal. There was some of that sitting on the thing, was $1. Slime. It was sitting on the thing, was $1.99 a container. And I looked at this little girl, and I said, "You like that, don't you?" And she said, "Uh-huh." And I said, "Here, Merry Christmas." And I paid for that. It's not a lot of money, guys, but it's what you see, the smile. You show these kids that we really do care. We care, and we care enough to show them. Then I go and I look at my wallet, and I said, "Man, I ain't got no money." I looked at the lady, and I said, "Hey, can you lend me $5 so I can get my grocery now?" No, I'm just joking. But I wanted to, pretty much everything I've talked about, Restored Republic and Judy. I've talked about just about everything, and we are at almost a minute and an hour and 4 minutes. And for all of you that need help from God, we pray that you get it. I do apologize for a little bit of ranting and raving, but guys, I'm no different than you guys. I'm human just like you guys. I put my pant legs on one leg at a time. I put my pants in one leg, I pull them up, and I put it in the other, and I pull it up. I'm no different. And if I keep everything inside me, Well, I tell you what, Kuzmo, when we get the money, I'll make sure I get in touch with you and you send her over. Well, I plan on buying a lot of cars for a lot of people. But I'm just going to ask everybody just to keep the faith up. Just keep understanding. Now, I do have an announcement that the show, the video on Friday will be in the afternoon again. I would say it's probably going to be somewhere around 1:30 again. Friday is actually my granddaughter Kira's second birthday, and they want to take her out. You know, we've already had one party, but, you know, in today's world, one party isn't enough. You know, we got to have grandma and grandpa buy 80, 90, 100 different gifts for them. And this is with Christmas coming up in a couple of weeks. So I listened to several videos that people sent me. And I want to thank each and every one of you for sending me everything you do to help the show, to help me, to help all of us. But I listened to a lot of people, and I haven't heard Mark Z as upbeat as he was yesterday in a long, long time. And, you know, it was like yesterday when I watched Mark Z with all his good information. It was like I was watching Mark Z when I first started watching Mark Z. It wasn't about the money. It was about, we're here. It's going to happen. And we're all going to be happy. See, I really don't think we all understand the wealth that we're about to come into. I read something a little bit ago, and I truthfully believe in this, that what they say we're going to get, I really think you can multiply that by several more times. But they're not trying to scare us. But we have to be safe. We have to keep our cool. I see the person from Taiwan was here. Janet says, hi, Taiwan. So, hi, Taiwan. Good to have you back. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. And like I said, I'll be on about 1:30 Central Standard Time on Friday. You know, it's funny because when I did it last Friday like that, I will have my computer. I'm taking it over to my daughter's tomorrow. She's going to get it set up. So I will have the internet. So I'll have my computer and the thing. So we'll have a regular show. It'll be an hour at least. But it was funny because I had nothing to go by. I was just winging everything last Friday. And we had our biggest turnout we've had in a long, long time. With that being said, everybody have a great night. Keep their spirits up. I know we're really, really close. We're going to cross this finish line as a family together. Good night. God bless. And Ron and myself love you all. Once again, thanks for all the birthday wishes.